Hey everybody, here to just talk about how to be a better Words with Friends player, part 2. So, I think to be a better Words with Friends player, you gotta score really high. And another thing, you have to always outthink your opponent. I think when you always outthink your opponent, your opponent might feel like they don't have the upper hand or the edge against you because they always in the lead. So sometimes it's good to just try to like if like say like if you up 19 to nothing and they come back and they be up 25-19, always take the lead. So it's always like a seesaw matchup. But just always do that. Just always make it a seesaw matchup because sometimes when it's one sided, people they could get discouraged, and sometimes it just turns them down. But just always keep it seesaw, keep it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and just always try to score really high. You have to because it's 2020 now, so it's a lot of new words out there. I seen some crazy words, and I'm like, what is that? I seen some Z words I can't even remember. I'm like, what is that? So I mean, you gotta keep doing the seesaw, and always just play different opponents too, because sometimes um you can really test your brain when you play different opponents, and that is what's gonna make you a better player when you play different opponents, because it will test your brain, it'll just test your mind. So like, okay, I'm playing somebody I never played before, so now we're gonna see how I match up with this person. Like, don't always match up with the person that you think you can have like a steady game flow. Match up with somebody who maybe out your league. Just play them, because different styles can clash. You could play someone who score like 50 points every turn, or 40, and then if you score up there with them, it'll make them want to play you even more. So you got to try different styles. Maybe, and then another thing, sometimes you don't always have to start off with a big word. Trust me, you don't always have to start off with a big word. Start off with something small. You can start off with like 3 points. Do that. You can start off with 3, 7 points, and you'll get better, because sometimes what you can do, save your X words, save your Z words, save your Q words. I mean, save your Q, Z, and X letters, because sometimes if you use them early, then you can't use them again, because you only get one of each letter. And sometimes it is always good to save your S's. Trust me. Them S words can change a game in a heartbeat, because you'll see a long S word on the right hand side and you be like, wow, 55 points, or wow, 75 points. So save them S words. Sometimes it's good to save them even with 10 letters left. Just save them. And even when you think it's not a word to spell, it's always a word to spell. So always try new words. You gotta try new words. That's how you be a better player. You gotta try new words. Once you try new words, then your mind will just start thinking better too. Because when you play different opponents, your opponent is going to think differently of you. They're going to be like, whoa, this person spelling 50 words with 2 letters. And then that's another one. Learn how to use XI in different spots. So maybe use XI in a triple letter at the top right hand, lower right hand. And another thing, which I always find people to do, if you spelling a word at the bottom, don't leave that triple word spot right there, because I'm telling you, that is the danger zone. Because if someone put an S right there, that's automatic 30 points, I believe. And then if they spell a long 7-point word, that's it. Because it's like they got like 120 points or 100, and that's how the people be scoring like 150-point words and like 130-point words, because once they get that spot down there, it just feel like it's all over. So, just be mindful of word placement too, because word placement can also change a game. If you kind of hesitant to spell a word or to place a word, don't do it. Always think before you make a word, because sometimes you might not regret it when you spell it, but then as the game go along, and if they use your word to spell like a 50-point word at the bottom, you're going to be like, hey, that's how I be sometimes. I be like, dang, I should have kept it. But that's just what I say. Just watch for them certain points. And I think another thing I saw people do is like spread the board. Sometimes it's good to spread the board, because it just allows you to have more places to spell, and it's not so bunched up. But sometimes, maybe you want to just have it bunched up, so it can be harder for the other opponent to score on you. I mean, you could do that too, because you know what? Changing up your strategy and the way you play is another good way of winning. And you always want to find different ways to win. And that's another thing I want to talk about. I think the coolest way to do it is if you do them come from behind wins. Because it's like, if you down 50 or 60 and you just stay with it. Because I'm telling you, you never know what letters they're going to give you as you start playing. So if you down by like 30, 40 points late in the game, don't get discouraged. If you down by like 40 points with like 2 letters left, trust me, I did it. I came back a lot of times. So just stick with your game plan. If you want to spell something in the corner, just be mindful of the word placement. Be mindful of the triple letter word and the double letter word in the corner. So that way, when your opponent play a word, you won't feel bad. And sometimes you can trap your opponent with certain words. So like, say like, if you spell van, and if you spell it in a certain way that they can't spell nothing down, that's an advantage, because they have to look somewhere else. So sometimes study the V word dictionary, or V words. It's a lot of V words, V words out there. Trying to get it out. But yeah, there's a lot of those out there. So just do that, and just find different ways to win. Just if you can stay on your opponent the whole game, even if you're not lead, just stay on them. If you down 10 points, stay on them. That's all you gotta do. Just stay on them, because it feels like the game is going in your favor. You just stay with it, because then if you want to spell that game changer word, do it. But if you want to spell a game changer word right away, do it, because you just feel like, look, I'm tired of waiting. I want to spell this 50-point word right now, or I want to spell this 70-point word right now. Just do it. That's all you gotta do. So, and I think last thing I'm gonna say, don't get discouraged if you be down. Just keep going with your game plan. Save your S words, save your Q words, and it'll be good. whether you win or lose, just keep up with it. And if you're on a losing streak, just keep going, because you never know. You can play somebody and you beat them bad. So just keep going. Woo!